there's the chime for 3 o'clock on my clock on the wall in the other room, so I think I will go ahead and start. This is Sue the Soggy Stamper, and I am delighted to be with you today on Friday the afternoon for my Facebook Live. I am particularly excited because today, guess what I got? The new mini catalog for July through December. Yes, this sale period will start August 3rd. And as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we get to order early and get to see the catalog early. So if you or somebody like me that can hardly wait to see what they're going to come up with next, might consider joining my team as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That's one of the benefits of being a demonstrator. One of the other benefits that I particularly appreciate, I've been a demonstrator for over 20 years now, and for the most part, I have been kind of halfway between a business demonstrator and a hobby demonstrator. I love teaching classes, and but I don't teach a lot of them. And any rate, for Stampin' Up, they don't care whether you work hard at it or whether you work just a little bit of it, as long as you make a minimum every quarter in sales, you are welcome to be part of their group. So you can determine for yourself. Maybe sometimes you have a lot of time to work on it, so you build your business and it gets a little bit bigger. And maybe there are things that come along like an illness or a death in the family when you just simply cannot pay any attention to your business, and that's okay too. So this is a great company to work for. I love the products and I love the people I have met through Stampin' Up! So if you're interested, give me a call or email me and I'll give you more information. So the catalog starts August 3rd. It says July through December, but the shipping was a problem receiving the product, and so they thought it would be better to hold off on starting the catalog until they could be better assured that they would have the product on hand, rather than start in July and have a lot of it be back ordered because it's not available. The other exciting thing that starts the 3rd of August is another celebration. Yay! Yeah, for every $50 that you spend in product, you get to choose something from the celebration catalog. So that's quite an exciting thing. And they are exclusive items that you can't get anywhere else. So something to look forward to. And if you need those catalogs, drop me a line. I'll be happy to send them to you. So now on to stamping. This card is what I'm going to show you today. It is called a sliding pop-out card. And just to look at the front of it, it's like, well, it's okay. But when you pull it like that, oops, let me get my hand in a different place. When you pull it like this, oh, come on. Naturally, Facebook Live, it doesn't work. Anyway, those flaps open up like that. Let me try again. So it closes up, and then you open it up, and it doesn't close up. I used multi-purpose liquid glue, and it is not sticking very well. But anyway, that's the end result. And it's such fun, and it looks complicated, but really the only part that's hard is the mechanism that causes those to go in and out. Let me try that again. So it closes up, and then it opens up, not. Let me put a little more glue on this one. Yeah, my husband's laughing in the background.
You're supposed to check this out before you go live.
Let's see if that helps. You get the idea. That's the way it ends up. So, it's going to be using stamp sets, the greetings from Sweet as a Peach, and I have stamped them, already stamped them on Whisper White cardstock with the Evening Evergreen ink. So I have It's Your Day, Let's Celebrate You, Hope Your Day Is as Sweet as a Peach, and Happy Birthday. So I did those. I cut them out with various dies from the Stitch So Sweetly die set. My favorite, by a long ways away. Just quite my favorite. So set those aside. And then for the cardstock, the base, you have actually the back of it is this, and I'm going to, instead of using white, I practiced with the white. You can see why I needed to practice, but I thought that Pear Pizzazz would be better, would be more colorful. So I have two pieces, one's for the base and one's for the front, that are 6, and I did it in centimeters, which, because the demonstrator that did the video that I was watching is from Europe, and the measurements were all in centimeter. And that's really okay, because we have grid paper that is in centimeter as well as inches. One side is centimeters, one side is inches. And our trimmer has metric on one side and inches on it. So we can go and we can use the metric units, measurements. So these are 16.5 by 10 centimeters. And to decorate the front, this part, I have one piece of Designer Series paper from the You're a Peach, is the name of the paper. And this piece is 9.5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. And then this other piece is 10.7 by 9.5. So they go together like that on the front. So, and I will go ahead and put them on right now. Be the first step on getting it done. I love this paper. It is, I love the colors, the pastel colors of it. I love the back sides. There's just not too much I don't like about it. Sometimes you have pattern, you have a set of series papers and you like one set, one design and not the other. So you use one more than the other, but not this one. Okay, so then the other piece is the back piece, and to help with the sliding, I punched a little notch with my 1 inch, no, it's a 3/4 inch punch. So just punch a little bit out of there so we can grab the front layer more easily. Okay, and this one doesn't get decorated. Okay, now the flip out portions are 7 centimeters by 5 centimeters, and the Designer Series paper that goes on them is half a centimeter on each way. Half a centimeter smaller. I'll have these dimensions up on my blog tonight. and these two pieces are for the mechanism. So these are the pop outs. I'll set those aside. They're ready to be used. Nope, not quite. Going to measure on this corner and make a mark at 1.5 centimeters. So 1 1/2 and 1 1/2 on that side, and then this one on the other corner. I'm going to do 1 1/2 and 1 1/2, and we're going to score those. So you line it up so your marks are on the cutting book thing, and just score. Now that looks pretty good. And you flip those corners forward. And burnish them well. And the Designer Series paper didn't get any adhesive on the corner. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on it so it stays put. We'll set those aside for the time being. Now the mechanism that makes those things pop out. So I'm going to make a mark at 7.5 centimeters. So this is 15 by 10. So we're going to put a mark at 7.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. And score that. Actually, I'm going to make a pencil mark down there. And one way to do it with this is you can run your pencil right down that line. Okay, then you're going to mark 1.5 centimeters on either side, like that, and down here, there, and there. And then you have to go 1.5 centimeters this direction. I'm going to have to get my ruler, I guess. So 1.5 centimeters there, and 1.5 centimeters here. And we're going to score along here, and here, here, and here. So you line up the dots through the score thing. I almost need to stand up to look. And you score along that, and then shift it around. And again, line up the dots. Score again. And then do the same thing on the other side. Ooh. Scored across here a little bit too much, but that will be okay because it'll be covered up. I'm going to erase my mark here now. Okay, so now we're going to fold on the score line. The center comes up like this. So fold that. And then you make valley folds, mountain folds, no, valley folds, so that the corner comes up like this. And you get a shape like that. Burnish it well. Okay, now I have 2 pieces of designer series paper that are seven centimeters by 9.5. And they're going to fit on here like so. And I want to cut the corner off here, so I've got to make a mark where that score line runs on both the top and the bottom. So cut that off. I use paper snips to do that. So they should fit on pretty well, pretty good. Like that. And like that. Put those on with snail. Oh, I'm sorry, not snail. Put those on with seal. 20 years creates quite a habit. There. Okay, now with these, supposed to put adhesive there, and you line it up like that. And then you put adhesive here. Since the adhesive did not stick too well, I am going to put tear and tape and see if that works better. Piece of it on here. And if you have a pattern, you have to be sure in your DSP, you have to be sure that you have it lined up with the right direction when you go to put it on. There. Make sure that tear and tape isn't going to stick out. Stay straight. And then fold it down like that. We'll do the same with the other one. getting this fold accurate so that they fold up properly and fold into the card is part of the secret. Oh, come on. Fold back the corner of it. So you line it up on the fold like that. And fold it down. Okay, now, should, when you fold it closed, let's fold in like that. So you open it, same one, and you close it, and you open it. Can't believe that. And it closes. So third time's the charm? No, it keeps popping open. I wonder why. I'm gonna put some more tape on there. And it's just that one. It's out for me. Out to get me. Aha. Show it now. It opens. Yes. Okay, so there's that part done. Now we put the mechanism into the card, and we take our back piece that we have the thing punched on, and we're going to put glue all over the back here. You want to put it, okay, so this is the way it opens, so you want to put it on this side, so it's going to lay like that, and it will open like so. And line it up with the back of your card. Press it well, and I have glue in the wrong spot, so I'll have to wipe that off because I don't want it to stick when the card's open. And you know what I do when I have glue in the wrong place like that? I get a powder bag. I don't know why Stampin' Up! Stopped selling these. Maybe because they live forever. But if you just rub your embossing buddy on there. And I was traveling one time, and I wanted to do some embossing and had forgotten to bring my embossing buddy with me. So I got some baby powder, and I bought a piece of, just a scrap of fabric, I believe, of white fabric, and put some baby powder in the center of it and twisted it up and put a rubber band around it, and it worked just fine. Okay, so there's that. So when we open the card, it pops up like that. When we shut it, it goes like that. Okay, the card front, we need to score at 3 centimeters. So I'll slide this in, slide this up to 3. And fold it in, and again burnish it. And it is going to fit onto the bottom half of the mechanism. So we'll put liquid glue on here. And glue it like that. It looks like I didn't quite get things lined up quite straight when I put the mechanism in. Well, anyway, on the back side, make a mark at 1.5 centimeters. Boy, this is really, really bad. It's too much I can do about it right now, not too much. So make a mark at 1.5 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters, and down here at 1.5. And I'm going to make a draw a pencil line between them. This is just kind of a guide. For where to put the and I'm going to run some Stampin' Seal along the edge of it. And I have a 20-inch length of the open weave evening, evergreen evening evergreen ribbon. I'm going to tie along right along there. Bring it around and tie it in a bow. This is a challenge. When I tie these bows, I like to put a piece of a mini glue dot there to hold that bow that knot tight. But in this case, I want the front part to be able to slide. Come on. One end. There. Okay, so when you pull on the card, get the top layer, and it pulls and opens up like that. Plop. And then we'll put our greetings on. This is pretty thick as it is with that mechanism in there, so I'm just using seal to put the labels on rather than using dimensionals. Happy birthday, and it says, hope your day is as. I'm going to put that on this one. And sweet as a peach. So we have happy birthday, hope your day is sweet as a peach. Close the card back up. And on my sample card, on my first one, my trial card, I just stamped on the front, it's your day, let's celebrate you. It was kind of an afterthought, but I decided they would stand out much better if we were to put them on labels. So I stamped them on basic white, and I'm putting the labels on, putting them on labels. So it stands out a whole lot better. Like that. There you go. It's your day. Let's celebrate you. And you can pull it open and close it up. Pull it open, close it up. That's the way it's supposed to work. So I thank you for watching. If you need any of the products, you can order them through my website, creationbySueStampin'Up.net. That's my shop. If you have any questions, email me, sue@soggystamper.com. This video will be up on YouTube probably tomorrow, and if you go to watch it there, I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when I do put videos up, you will be notified of them in case you miss my Facebook Lives. And my blog is www.soggystamper.com, and I will have the directions, not the directions, complete directions, but I'll have the cutting measurements and stuff and supplies on there for you tonight. Thank you very much for watching. If you come on and watch this after the live presentation, if you leave a comment, I'll be sure to respond back to you. And we'll see you again next Friday afternoon for Facebook Live with the Soggy Stamper. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.